Dragana Bulut, and I'm originally from Serbia, from Belgrade, but currently I'm based in Berlin.
Yes?
My name is Kerstin Schroth. I'm originally from Germany and I'm based in Berlin as well.
Yes. What would you ask Dragana?
What would I ask her?
Yeah, her, right now.
I would ask her why she's still living in Berlin.
Well, okay, so for me, I mean, yeah, I'm there now for 2 years. So the reason to go there was to take part in the master studies at first. And now I'm kind of busy there working. And yeah, I find Berlin very inspiring. And probably also some possibilities that I cannot have here. So that's one reason. I don't.
Do you consider that you are one of those brains who have been drained towards Berlin?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Yeah, I think, yes, that I am part of that. That's also the reason why Sasha invited me here. So, yeah, and I think it's really important to address this problematic here in Serbia because I don't think there is enough of, how to say, stress around it or enough of, how to say, yeah, spotlight on that problem. And it's like wider, let's say, problem that happens not only in this field of performing arts, but in many other fields. So,
yeah. And why are you here?
I'm here actually because I met Sasha in February, and we were speaking about this topic, and he was telling me a lot about Serbian artists leaving the country and coming to Berlin. And it was actually the point where it was very interesting for me, because I have been thinking and working last year a lot, like in the little festival that I've been doing in August, Sommerbar, called Sommerbar. We have been working about the problematic in Berlin, actually, that many people consider themselves as Berlin artists. They live there, but actually they only are based there and they don't earn money there. So they also like to work. They go to Brussels or to Paris or to I don't know where. So we were really like working for a whole month on this, like how can we break the circle that we don't consider Berlin as only as a base, but also as a working base and as a base to earn money. So
and why do you think that is a kind of macroeconomic problem or a historical problem of the city?
I think it's a bit a historical problem of the city, and it's really like the city is not really taking good care of their artists. So it's a very artistic city. That's like how
because
the
it's
city,
affordable.
Yeah, that's also how the city likes to present itself.
Yeah.
That it's like very hip and very like underground and many different people, many different artists from different countries.
Yeah.
But like really to put in money and to really give them a chance to survive, that's not very much what the city is busy with.
Yes, and for example, you are starting now, and you feel that then you're busy there. So is this kind of, you will say it's a honeymoon.
No. It depends. You can be extremely busy in Berlin. That doesn't mean that you earn money. No, but or that you present your projects all the time.
Yeah. No, but I understand the problematics that you're talking about because I also know many people that are only based there. And then also like all the, how to say, community that is constantly mobile and moving around. So somehow what is missing there, at least for me, it's this feeling of locality and some kind of more continuity in development of something. So
kind of a stable, some kind of stable social and cultural life that you can kind of rely on, no?
And what do you think would be certain kind of infrastructures for that? You are already creating, or
I think
you have
the infrastructures we really have. So Berlin is full of infrastructures with rehearsal spaces and with all this kind of stuff. I think there needs to be like kind of a continuity in funding and continuity in showing and working. So I mean, normally like you create a piece, you show one time, and that's it. And I think that's definitely not enough. Like that an artist is shown once a year in one city, especially when it's your hometown.
But now there is also this tension in Berlin with the Biennale about practically say that every artist have to do some kind of community-involved push political work very, very directly. What is your take on that?
Good question. I haven't been there yet. You got me there. But I don't know if it's always the artists or if it's not people like me that should invest and work on that. I'm very busy with this actually, like to create platforms in which art can exist and artists can can come back and really show on a constant basis and do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I don't know, the work really came from the context which I was active in, which was also the studies. So somehow it comes from the research there and all the questions that I had in relation, of course, to life of artist as a worker, and also, of course, about the arts market and the way it operates. So in a way, for me, what was interesting is to question this relation between art as a mode of production and the production of commodities. So what is the difference between art objects and the commodity as a shoes or t-shirt? So somehow I was trying to place these things in a relation and to play with it in this form of auction. So somehow through the process of amplification of the system, I wanted also to question it in a way.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's also it's a lot of fun for a certain period, definitely. But I have the feeling that everybody, and I don't know, I didn't figure out yet if it's a question of age, that at the end you come to the point where you want to actually also produce a bit more in the city and work a bit more in the city where you live. But I think Berlin definitely needs to take care more about the artists and need to put more into the artistic creation. And not only in infrastructures.
Yeah, I mean, that's, for example, you're saying in Berlin there is infrastructure. This is exactly what we miss here, and we miss like more continuity in a cultural policy, actually. So, I mean, that was also part of my question when I was coming here to present the work, which was actually created in some other context, and in a way it really belongs to that context. So for me it was quite of a struggle how to appropriate and translate these ideas in the context where actually art market doesn't exist, and that's exactly what I questioned. So somehow, it was also like very active question while coming here. Actually, that's what I was thinking about.
So infrastructures.
Infrastructures and more consistent culture policy and
And also, actually, what I understood, I had just outside a talk with an artist that's living here since a long time, and she said there's actually no praxis. So and there is no, you cannot see anything. So it's not like, I mean, in Berlin we go watch pieces on a constant basis. You can go every evening, or like, I mean, it's like. It's totally normal, so you have always this kind of exchange. If you want it or if you don't want it, you really have to resist it.
Sometimes you have to say,
exactly, no, this week I don't, whatever. And she told me that there's really anything, and you don't have really this, I mean, you don't have the exchange, you don't have the pieces, and you don't have this praxis, unless you create it for yourself.
But it's also to consider that also those people who were here, they also went abroad, and then, so it's things happen in this exchange somehow. So,
You were going to say.
I was really wondering, like, if it has to do with this, that there is not so much here, that you like develop this kind of like total curiosity, that you really go abroad and you like look at everything with wide open eyes, and then you really make your selection in a very sharp way, way much more than we who sit in it and like just like it comes natural like like spaghetti sauce every day. So I was wondering if it comes really from there, that you way much more. And you invest more in finding the things you're interested in.